Hey guys, thank you for clicking on this video. My name is Xander, and I wanted to show you my podcast Judgment Day that I made for the Business Professionals of America as a competition podcast. I kind of wanted to give some background and context as to what it was before I play it for you. I will play it for you at the end. This podcast was created under the Business of Professionals of America podcast production team competition guidelines. The guidelines were that we had to create a podcast that was under 5 minutes long and talked about how AI is affecting the art world. So, with those guidelines, Eric, Phoenix, Gunner, and I formed our team, the Four Locos. As you'll hear in the podcast, it's a Four Locos production. And this was the first time this group of guys, ever got together and made something from the ground up. And I think that's very, very important context. I directed the podcast. Eric edited the podcast. Phoenix and Gunner were our talent, and they put themselves out in a way that they, hadn't before. And so this was, a first experience for kind of everybody, and we all come from very different backgrounds. I'm 19, Phoenix is 22, Gunner's 27, and Eric is 54, I believe. And us being able to come together as such a close-knit and very professional and very organized group in such a fast way, and it just flowed very, very well. I think that was one of the most impressive and one of my favorite details from the whole learning experience, because like I said before, this was my first time ever writing something for competition, ever directing something for competition. This was my first time kind of making anything at all. I had just finished the audio course in my broadcast and video production class at Francis Tuttle, and I had just gotten to camera work whenever we started Business Professionals of America, whenever we started writing for that. And so I had only written and made 3 podcasts up to this point, and so I'm still learning how to do all of this and how to create and write and come up with things. And it's such a wonderful thing. And this conference in Nashville, really just showed me that this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I mean, we got 3rd place, and this is the first time I've ever written or directed anything. So I'm pretty proud of that. But with that being said, I would like to present our podcast to you, Judgment Day. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoy. Welcome to the Judgment Day, a podcast produced by the Four Locos.
What's going on, everybody? I'm one of your hosts, Gunnar Tigner.
And I'm the Birdinator, Phoenix.
And today, dear listeners, we're going to be discussing the effects of artificial intelligence on the art industry. Hey, Phoenix, you remember that Marvel show, Secret Invasion, that came out a few years back?
Yeah, man, it did not look great.
Yeah, apparently that intro they used was made out of AI. That stuff has been taking over the internet. Often when I'm doom scrolling, I see about 1,000 artificially generated images.
I know, man. I hate it.
Yeah, I remember in the summer of 23, the actors and writers went on strike due to the AI being used to replace them and their jobs. Here's a quote from the SAG-AFTRA president, the nanny herself, Fran Drescher.
If we don't stand tall right now, we are all going to be in trouble. We are all going to be in jeopardy of being replaced by machines.
But that could create better competition in the art industry, right?
Well, yes and no. While yes, it entirely creates for better competition in the industry, the whole point of art is human experience and creativity. Art is one of the foundations of human culture. With AI being trained on expressions of human models, is it considered human?
Well, no, it's not human. You make a really good point. You lose that human connection. It's just a picture or an AI video that has no emotion behind it.
Which is why this pod is called
Judgment Day.
Because with all these AI programs, that's where we're headed.
Do I need to start hoarding eggs and toilet paper or...
No, you don't. Some industry experts actually like AI within the art field. Multiple sources have said that AI not only helps artists with inspiration, but they compare it to photography. When photography became an art, it was viewed as lazy and took no effort to point a camera at a subject. Now it has been openly accepted as an art form, and now the conversation has shifted to AI.
Wow, I didn't know that about photography. I like the point you made about artists who use AI for inspiration. I had a conversation with a tattoo artist last week about AI.
How does it specifically affect your work?
It makes, for me personally, I think it makes it to where people are getting unique pieces again, because AI doesn't generate the same image every single time. So I like it.
But wait, AI is fed prompts from humans, and a lot of it is in a particular style. Has there been any legal action taken against AI artists?
While no legal action has been pursued for AI art and its replication of infamous styles of art, we have to remember these are engines that are fed millions of prompts per day and have been fed all these styles by humans. That's the thing about AI that we tend to forget. Its outputs are formed by human inputs. It just automates the entire process, although sometimes rather sloppily.
Yeah, AI is just copying and pasting ideas that were previously input into the algorithm and takes little bits and pieces from those things to create a new image. Hopefully this slop stays away from the movie theaters.
Well, I got some bad news for you, buddy. OpenAI has announced plans to create a feature-length film made entirely out of AI. It's called Critters.
And welcome to a forest filled with little critters.
It's set for a 2026 release date using OpenAI's GPT-5. It took $30 million in 9 months of production. On average, a blockbuster anime movie costs around $200 million and takes anywhere from 2 to 5 years to make.
Dang, man. Well, I hate to be the bearer of even more bad news, but it's also music. AI artists are popping up everywhere. For example, Zanaya Monet. She's the world's first artificial intelligence artist to be on the Billboard charts. Creator Talisha Jones is a musician, singer, and songwriter. Jones claims that Monet is a persona, even an extension of herself.
This is a crazy transition for art. AI is just further integrating itself into all mediums.
Is there any way we can go back to the way it was? Can we put AI back into the box?
Probably not, but what we can do is continue to support human artists, their endeavors, and strive to use AI responsibly and ethically. Hopefully someday it will find its place in the world.
Well, that's all the time we have. We've got to scram before the AI overlords get us.
Well, thank you guys for joining us today for Judgment Day. We send the question off to you. How is AI affecting the art world? How do you think we can combat it stealing people's jobs? Please let us know by leaving a comment down below. My name is Gunner.
And I'm Phoenix.
Be safe in your battle against AI. Hasta la vista, baby.
This was Judgment Day, a podcast produced by the Four Locos. Writer-director Xander Ward. Writer-talent Gunnar Tigner. Writer-talent Phoenix Hawley. Audio engineer-editor Eric Halford.